shockingly, this reply said it was a copied correspondence to a general manager of a town council. It was a copied correspondence to the general manager of a town council. And this is absolutely shocking. To the newspapers, they are saying, we will reveal as much as possible. This is what they are saying to each other. Further to this, at the meeting with Minister yesterday, it was decided that we will not capital N, capital O, capital T. We will not disclose any further details beyond what we have already uploaded online and will be publishing in Vibe's newsletter. This is what they are saying behind closed doors. This is what they are not telling ordinary Singaporeans. This is something we have a right to know. This is our money. This is our money and this is the response. We have to hold them to account, and here's how. Here's how. Take up the letters that we have written, send them to your members of parliament. If 27 people write and we don't get a response, they can hide, they can pretend they didn't get it. But if 100 people and then 150 and then 1,000 people write in and ask for this information, they will have to give it. If they do not give it, the online citizen, we will make their names famous. We will make their silence famous, and then when elections come, hold them to account. Hold them to account. And this is the second part of my speech. This is the second part of why the online citizen exists. Because of accountability. The importance of public accountability. Article 21 of the UDHR says, the will of the people shall be the basis of the authority of any government. The will of the people shall be the basis of the authority of government. My friends, many Singaporeans, we're afraid to voice out our concerns. We're afraid to bring these issues up with our members of parliament. We're afraid to talk to the press. We rely on our members of parliament to do a good job for us, and if they don't, there's nothing we can do. But you know what? You have no fear of raising these issues up. You should have no fear. A government should fear its people, and the people should never have to fear its government. Tony Benn, a cabinet minister in Britain, he said this: all the power I ever had, I got from those who voted for me, to whom I was accountable, and from whom I learned everything. If our ministers responded with such humility, uncle, auntie, the ones of you who are here today to get your money back from the banks, this issue long ago would have been cleared. Goh Chok Tong would have stepped in. The members of parliament would have stepped in the way they have in Hong Kong, if they were accountable. And there's a very simple solution to that. There's a very simple solution to that. Here we have with us Mr. Tan Kin Lian, who has said if he can collect 100,000 signatures, if he can collect 100,000 signatures, he will run for parliament. He will run for the presidency, either one of those. If we really want to put their feet to the fire, if we want to put fear of God and their vote in the minister's heart, if we want them to do a good job, we have to test them. They have to be tested. And that's where Mr. Tan comes in. So please, don't just sign the petition. Join him, organize, help him. His friend Marx is here. Marx, where are you? Marx? Marx is over there. He's organizing the effort for Mr. Tan. Go to him, sign the petition, sign up to help him, give him your email, your phone numbers. Go out, mobilize your friends. We can do this. We can do this. And we can hold them accountable. You know, the PAP is very soon going to make Mr. Tan's retirement a lot less comfortable. You know what I mean, right? They're going to throw everything they have at him. They're going to throw everything that they have at him. But you know what? I believe that if you and I, clear-minded Singaporeans who are true of heart and firm of purpose, if we stand by him, and give him our support, he will win the day. He can do it. He can do it with our help. And we need to do that. The last and the most important part of that, of my speech today, active citizenry. This is where, you know, what you are going to do for Mr. Tan or how you're going to help him is important in where our country is going. It's very important. Article 19 of the UDHR tells us why. Everyone has the right to freedom of opinion and expression, freedom to hold opinions without interference. For a very long time, the PAP has told us, unless you are a politician, don't speak about politics. If you want to talk about politics, join politics. Put down your $13,000 deposit, put down your $13,000 election deposit, run for elections. They're wrong. They're wrong. I don't usually say they lie, but that's a lie, because it is written in our national pledge that it's every one of our duties to build a nation, a democratic society based on justice and equality. It is there in our pledge. It tells us, don't stand by and watch your ministers, don't stand by and watch your MPs and your politicians build this country. It doesn't say to stand by and watch your MPs build. It says to build. You are to build. I am to build. We are to do this together as active citizens. A society that's democratic and based on justice and equality, justice for investors, justice for the poor, justice for politicians who are speaking up on the other side, who are being clobbered. That is justice. So, the BAP always tells you, look at Thailand, it's miserable. Look at Malaysia, it's miserable. And they say, one party state better than two. One party better than two. Right? They haven't read the Singapore Pledge. These guys haven't read the Singapore Pledge. Progress and prosperity, these are not mutually exclusive with democracy. They are the result of it. Because the next part of the pledge says, to build a democratic society based on justice and equality, so as to achieve happiness, prosperity, and progress for our nation. They are linked. They are linked. And you know what, my friends? In this economy, it's all the more important. Democracy, social justice, these are the phrases that are going to take our country into not just the first world nation grouping, but to the first tier of the first world. It's going to take us all the way forward. It might have worked in the early years for us to say, let's not talk about freedom of speech, let's not talk about justice, let's not talk about ideas. But in a knowledge-based economy, built on freedom of information, we either open up or we die. It is part of our growth. They are not mutually exclusive, they are one and the same. More important than just dollars and cents, more important than progress, is values. They are values. And that's why I'm very proud to have Mr. Tan here as one of our speakers. Because one of his key values is integrity. One of his key values is honesty. That's why that's something we haven't seen talked about for a very long time. These are values. And you know what? You know how I gauge a society's progress? Not in dollars and cents, not in how well we pay our CEOs, not in how well we pay our ministers. These people don't need taking care of. Our values, when we look ourselves in the mirror, the values that we hold dear to ourselves, they will be reflected in how well we treat the poorest and the weakest in our country. They will be reflected in how well we take care of minority groups, how well we take care of homosexual groups who are outcast by society, how well we take care of investors, who people look at them and say, well, too bad, tough luck. These are the values our society needs, and these are the values that the Online Citizen stands for. So, thank you very much for being here with me today, and please keep reading. For those of you who are writing for the Online Citizen, thank you for your efforts, thank you for your work. Can I have all my Online Citizen writers, anyone who is here, can you please join me at the front? Can you just please join me at the front? Anyone who is writing for or has written for the Online Citizen, please join me at the front. Thank you. With your support and your help, one day we can celebrate our 60th anniversary like the UDHR. So thank you very much. Thank you very, very much.